All right. It's recording.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Ready?
Oh, wait. Yep.
Oh yeah. Duh. Hold on. Um, GarageBand. Zeroed out. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, click. Let's try the new clap thing.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Welcome, everybody. Another episode of the bonus disc.
Hey, how's it going?
This is Steven. That's
Dude,
Anthony.
you started this one. Hey, I'm going to start right off the top. This is not sponsored. Wait, well, these are our sponsors. These are our Gomer Trons, right?
Oh, yeah. Have we locked that in, Gomertrons?
I like it. This is
Yeah.
a suggestion from Seth.
Yep.
We talked on the last episode, like, what are we going to call our Patreons?
Mm-hmm.
He came up with Gomertron. I was like, that's a really good idea. Let's talk about it. And then what did you think?
I thought it was great because it rhymed. Gomertron, Patreon. It doesn't
Okay,
quite
okay.
rhyme, but it's like, because we were playing with like Gomertrion, right?
Right,
But um
right.
Tron is a part of our, it's like a core, a core memory, a core belief of ours. Like it's
Tron,
like Tron is
yeah,
just weaved into the tapestry of the podcast over the last 12 years. And
Tron
so
is our core value.
right, that's
Well,
right.
because
Our
Tron's
true
perfect. The music, so we haven't gotten the new music yet for the Gomers, but I asked Davis, I was like, imagine Tron Legacy meets Chariots of Fire. And he was like, dude, that sounds awesome. So he's still
so
working on
he's
that.
he's writing that music for the for the main feed, right? For
Yep.
the Two Gomas Run for Their Lives feed.
Yep. So there's Tron. Then,
Yep.
so like music on bod. So
Mm-hmm.
body. Um, and then 80s
Uh-huh.
movies, movie
Right.
memories, Gomer. It's all in there.
And we went to see Tron Legacy together.
Yep. Me, you, and Mark.
I think that's one of the only IMAX movies I've ever seen besides like at Disney World or at the Grand Canyon. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
in an
right. Yeah.
IMAX theater where it's
Right.
just like a short film, but it was like we went with Gomer 4. We sat, I remember where we sat, kind of
Yep.
down to the right a little bit,
Yep.
3D.
Mm.
And I actually thought they did 3D really well in that movie because it only went 3D when they were in the inside the computer world.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I think that's what it was. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, I thought it was just basically 3D the whole time, but it's just it just looks so cool and it sounds so cool. Daft
Yep.
Punk. Okay,
Yep.
the whole point though was that
Yes.
I'm gonna try this new thing where I'm gonna try a new La Croix flavor.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
maybe you can see this on video. But I was at Target yesterday. Dude, people are
Mm-hmm.
killing it on the masks. People are
Yeah.
back on board. I yesterday I was at a music store, Home
Uh-huh.
Depot, and Target. I saw like 2 people without masks.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Were they getting shamed?
There,
I always feel bad for the non-mask people because people just are just glaring at them.
well, I've seen some IG videos and stuff that won't make you feel bad.
Okay,
Anyways,
great. Send those over.
okay, because it's people that are literally just going to the store just to not. I mean, just to not wear them, and they're like, "Don't tell me to wear a mask," and like like you see like it was like at a Whole Foods. They were like, "Come on, dude, just put the
Yeah.
it's the maybe it's not the law." I don't know. We're just trying to
Those
keep each
poor
other safe.
hippie millennials at Whole Foods trying to stop these people barreling in, trying to prove a
Right.
point about not wearing masks.
Right. Like I
Please, sir.
don't tell me what to do. But anyways, okay, we're not trying to make a political point. The whole thing I'm trying to say is I got
Yes.
cranberry citrus. Now this is kind of sounds like a fall flavor, and this is
Mm-hmm.
the Good and Gather, so it's Target brand. This is what you were talking
Ooh,
about.
that matte finish. That
Yeah,
matte
yeah, dude.
finish.
The matte finish feels incredible in the hand. Okay,
Yep.
how's it going? Okay, I thought I would do the first like taste on air.
Wow, he's never tried this, folks. He's smacking his lips a little bit. He's nodding his head. Okay, what do
Dude,
you think about that?
that's pretty good. Good and Gather unsweetened cranberry citrus sparkling water made with natural flavors, 0 calories per serving, naturally flavored with other natural flavors.
How many
Seltzer water.
times can they say natural
I know,
on that can?
natural unsweetened. Okay, dude, there's this thing I got to talk to you sometime about the health halo. This actually might
Uh-huh.
be a good episode to do that because we're doing top 10 tips, top 10 Gomer 1 tips.
Tony's
on-
top 10. This is our first episode
Okay.
of Tony's top 10. Because this is
Okay.
going to be a series on the bonus
Okay.
disc, I think.
Okay,
This is
great.
the first episode ever of Tony's top 10. It is health related. Wait, is this
Totally.
health related? I don't know.
Yeah, it's health
What is
related.
it?
Okay, it's health related. It's
Yeah.
travel related.
Yeah.
It's mental health related.
Mhm.
And also I showed a disclaimer. Actually, for people that are watching it, you can see my tips right here.
Yeah. Ooh, spoilers.
but-
Spoilers.
I know, spoilers. But at the top, I just wanted to see you this yellow thing right here.
Uh-huh.
It says
It
hypocrite
says-
warning.
Hypocrite warning. Oh no. So this
but
is
like-
Tony's top 10 vacation tips. What
Wait,
what
what
would
did
you
we
what would you
title
say
it?
this?
Yeah. Tony's top 10 vacation tips. Good call.
Okay, great.
But see, I could do other vacation tips like travel tips, like saving money tips, like spending money. I could do a ton of them. So it's Tony's top 10
Yep.
vacation tips,
Trips tips.
health edition 2020, COVID-19, just any other possible add-ons or whatever.
The
And then
movie, the musical, the show.
yeah, the movie and the musical. And then hypocrite warning because I didn't do all these, but I did write these on vacation. Like this is from a memo.
Okay.
You can see most of my stuff is printed off my phone
So that is a
from Notepad.
you hitting print on Notepad on your phone.
See, like that would be another thing, dude. If we actually lived in the same place, would be like you just go to my phone and just
Uh-huh.
randomly print one of my. I think I have 1,100 notes.
What? What is on these notes? 1,100 notes? What are you writing? This is shocking to me. I don't
Hold
know
on.
what to say.
Here, let's see. Yeah, look. Okay, notes. 1,076.
Okay, I mean well, I guess that's a little better than 1,100. What?
Let's see.
Okay, don't tell me.
here's just-
Let's make an entire bonus app about
Well,
you
I'll just-
revealing to me what could possibly be on these notes.
Okay, well, I'll just read you the ones that are at the top right now. Hamilton PMP. So that's my notes on Hamilton.
Right? Perfect Movie Podcast. Yep.
Great art moves you. That's a hot take I'm gonna put on that podcast, which we're about to record.
Wait. That's a separate note.
Yep.
Okay, now it's starting to come clear to me. You just have a note that says "Great art moves you."
but it's like my thought on what art does to you. I'm really pumped about that.
Okay,
Gomer's What We Believe.
that's all it says.
Yep. And then so it's like kind of like our core beliefs. Tron is in there. Wi-Fi Shadow Lawn. That's our old
What's
address.
that?
It's our Wi-Fi password.
Okay, so a lot like random thoughts. You just write them on a note.
Yeah. So like, or like I want to remember something. I just
Got it.
write. Or okay, there's grocery lists.
I see.
There's like one of them is called the next one is called 12 Stones, which is kind of like things that I want to remember to help me face some of the mental health stuff that I've gone through. So
Okay.
like the 12 things that I remember from my past that I've gotten through that help me know that God will be faithful in the future. My 12 stones.
Got it. Yep.
The thing is, it's like 4 pages long, so it's probably like 40 stones. So,
Wait. Okay. So this is an odd difference between you and me. I never use my notepad on my
Really?
phone. Yeah, I've
Okay.
tried to. Another difference between you and me is I don't actually like using my phone much for
right.
typing things or writing things down. I'm a heavy computer user. My
Right.
laptop is the place where I go. Like most of the time when I'm texting you from my computer, not from my
I
phone.
think that is. I am super curious actually if people, if they text from their computer or from their phone more. My guess, I'm gonna go ahead and say 75 to 90% of people text from their phone.
Oh, I would say more than that, 90%. I
Okay,
think it's
90.
very unusual what I do,
Okay,
but I'm in front of my computer all day,
right.
especially now, not in this climate. I'm in
Yep.
front of my computer. Every meeting I have is my computer. And so when I get a text, it comes on my computer and I'm just like, bibbidi bibbidi bap, 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 bap,
Sure.
respond.
Right. The only problem is you can't talk to text, and that's all I do, which is why I usually send
I
3
never,
clarifying texts after every text because there's always at least like 3 typos per text.
I never voice to text. We are so different in that. I don't trust it because
I
every
know.
time I text, I make sure I spelled it right. When how
Yep.
lately I've been getting worse and worse on that because it's just I'm sending things. I don't have time for that.
Right.
But um, yeah, we're very different people, but we're the same in a lot of ways. And I'm wondering about this top 10 list
Okay.
and whether how much I will relate to, because this is like how to stay healthy
Yeah. So that's the whole
on
point of this one.
vacation.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of this one is how to stay healthy on vacation.
Yep.
And I put hypocrite warning because I didn't do a good job. We're gonna we're gonna do that in next week's episode. Although I may just for fun for our Patreons reveal
Gomatrons.
Gomertrons how
Mm-hmm.
awful my return was. Like, and there uh, this was the heaviest time back. Like
Okay.
the like being and since this is with just the Gomertrons, just the 126 people that have jumped on board thus far in the first month, which is crazy.
127, I think I saw this morning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Sweet. Now 2 of them are me and you, so really 125.
We are. We are 10K donors.
You're right. Um, but yeah, but like I'm definitely willing to be more like open on this and share more stuff. I will say, and maybe we'll say it in some other places, but this summer the visit back home was super duper heavy.
And
Like,
is that because it was in the midst of other heaviness? I mean,
yeah, no, it was seeing COVID-19
mm,
and like its effects in quarantine and family and stuff
yeah,
from a totally new angle. Like,
right.
because honestly, we're super sheltered up here. Sorry, up here,
Mm-hmm.
down here, meaning that it's us 4 plus Andy.
Yep. Yeah.
Um, and we've been, kind of like doing our own thing. We're, in with, just the very small group of people around here and not doing a whole lot.
Yeah.
Um, so up there, there's just some family tension and rifts and
Yeah.
different bubbles that are rough. And it's, oh man, it was really hard. And I think you and I both like are empathetic and like
Mm-hmm.
want to fix stuff.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean,
Well, and
so
for me, it's I mean, it's interesting. You're the oldest child, right?
yeah, and so is
Um,
Aaron.
right. And so my assumption is that you take responsibility for a lot of people around you.
Yeah,
And their even their feelings. That's how Jessica is as the oldest child. For me
yeah.
as a middle child, I'm always like, let's just all get along.
So
And
so do you
so
become? Oh, sorry.
it was always like I'm the peacemaker, I'm the fight stopper.
So you
Um,
become a 9 when you're home.
yeah, probably.
Like
It
Enneagram.
it's hard for me to retain my 7 sometimes when I'm at home. Because but uh I would say mostly that was when I was younger and
Okay,
Julie and Alex would fight.
sure.
When my parents would go out on a date or something, Julie and Alex would fight, and then they would be throwing things at each other. I mean, it was crazy, bro. And I was like, "Stop!" Sitting on the stairs, "Stop fighting!" I think one time Julie locked Alex in a closet or something, and he threw a remote at her head, and I'm just sitting there on the stairs, guys. But I think we both are empaths, definitely.
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
when there's tension around us, we feel that really, like you were using the word heavy. I think I feel that too. I feel heavy.
Yeah,
So I can
yeah,
imagine that you kind of entering into a place where it's a new world, bro. And everybody's
it's
making different decisions, and sometimes those decisions don't line up with what all the other decisions people are making, and it feels like a mess.
yeah. It really feels like a mess, and I'm sure
Hmm.
people have felt that. Um, I mean, I just got to give massive props to my sister. She and her husband both are essential workers. She works.
Yep.
Hey, if anybody likes Mod Pizza, this is not sponsored by Good and Gather or by Mod Pizza. But if you're in Wisconsin, Madison, near Fish Hatchery Road, Mod Pizza, my sister like runs that place. She's killing
Yum.
it.
Yeah.
And she's killing it with her employees. And but she has been at work since March, well, since way before that, and she just
Yeah.
had a baby. Like, so man, she's working so hard, and
Hmm.
it's tough.
I'm
It's tough,
assuming
man.
emotions are high,
Yeah, there's
and
definitely high emotions,
yeah.
and oh, ooh, nice shirt. Now that you lowered the mic, I can see your InterVarsity T-shirt.
Oh yeah. Yep. Sometimes I represent.
Yeah. Um,
So these tips are kind of coming out of that, right? Like, how do you
well,
stay
okay,
healthy
not really,
on
not really.
vacation,
Maybe,
or
yeah,
how do you
okay,
stay healthy?
yeah, okay. So
I
let's
guess we'll
just
get
go
to it
for
and we'll
him.
find out. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
let's
do
just
it.
go for him. We have 14 minutes left because we're trying to keep this one to 30 because we got Hamilton coming up, and we know that one's going to be a beast.
Yeah,
But
but
if this goes to,
we're not going to keep this to 30.
oh yeah,
I got to
for
hear
some
these
reason,
top. We
I
keep our
thought we
loose
were.
20s to 30.
You're right. I thought we were on. I forgot where we were for a second. Okay.
Gomertrons, we cannot keep track of how long we're like. Sometimes in the middle of an episode recording, I'm like, "What episode are we recording?" We just record so much. So yeah, this is a bonus step. It's okay if we go 45.
Okay. Super
Okay.
fun. Okay. No, this is so dumb. Okay. So the first tip I have.
Yes.
No, this is legit. I'm serious. Okay.
Tip
And
number
this
one of
this.
Tony's top 10 tips for staying
Yep.
healthy on vacation. Tip number one. Here we go.
All vacation, wear that medium t-shirt.
Now you teased this one on our last loose 20 episode and confused me very much.
Okay. Why?
because because I don't know what you mean. You keep wearing that medium t-shirt.
Okay.
Now this is
Here's
for
the
people that wear a medium, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
okay. Right. So, okay. Let's clarify that. Wear whatever is great for you, okay? Like,
Okay.
don't wear a medium t-shirt if that's not your thing. Wear a small t-shirt, wear a large t-shirt, wear an extra large t-shirt. Wear like whatever. Like, here's what I'm saying. My medium t-shirt, like one I'm wearing right now,
Yes.
like fits up to like about 182 for me.
Okay, right.
And then if I get above that, the t-shirt starts feeling terrible.
Okay.
And so like what I mean is like if I know I'm going to keep wearing that shirt, I'm not going to
Hmm.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
It's like a constant um litmus test, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
it, and so you can feel it tightening around you as you grow. And so then, okay, too tight, better
Yeah.
take control of this.
It's like I remember Picard, Jean-Luc Picard, he took probably shared this before, but he took such pride in the fact that he had the same neck size as
Uh-huh.
an admiral as he did when he was at the academy. On my
Really?
days at the academy, the
Great
same
job,
neck
Picard.
sizes. Yeah, so it's like it just it shows you where you are without even needing to get on a scale. Okay.
What's the alternative? You're
Okay,
on vacation and you buy a large you buy a
no, the
size up
alternative
because you
is like you've got like more relaxed clothing. Like I don't even know where this fits in. I'm just trying to say if you want to try to stay healthy, it's like I just keep like digging myself out here, but I've tried my best here.
oh, this is a great start. I
Okay.
think. Okay.
Because it does it shows you like if that shirt starts to feel like, oh man, I'm sure
Yeah.
people can relate to that. You go on vacation, by the end of it, you're wearing different clothes than when you left. Because I always
Yeah.
do bring a couple of larger shirts and like, sweatpants, soft pants, right?
Stretchy pants. You're almost you have a section of your suitcase which is like, this is if
Yeah.
I gain this much weight, I can go over here.
Yeah, it's like a little tab. It's like pull away if you've reached like a certain point,
Yeah.
like a
Yep.
flo- flotation device or something like that. Um, so yeah, you've always got a few of those in there. But if you wear that
Sure.
medium t-shirt, it
Mhm.
will show you where you're at. The
Okay.
medium t-shirt doesn't lie.
Can't
Um,
hide from the medium t-shirt.
and that goes into number two. Oh, there's one other thing about number one. My mother-in-law, she is like when we're at her, mother and father-in-law at their house, their laundry, first of all, is amazing. It smells so good. But I think their dryer has like a really high setting because my shirt does start to seem smaller the longer I've been in Wisconsin.
No, no, it doesn't. You're blaming your mother-in-law's dryer for your clothes feeling tight at the end of vacation.
They always end up feeling a little tighter. So I can't figure. I've said that to Aaron multiple times though. I think and
Hmm.
it's great. I think it shrinks my shirts more, but maybe it's what's the cause? What's the effect? Is it the 2 bags of cheese curds I ate
Yeah.
or the dryer? Like I can't tell.
Well, I mean, I
Um,
have an opinion on that, but let's move to number two.
okay, number two is right along with that,
Yeah.
which is um your belt. Okay, same exact thing for your belt. So watch that belt loop. People
Watch
are
that
gonna think
notch,
these are
baby.
so dumb. But
No,
it's
look,
true.
check out that notch.
The notch, okay, because if you can go on vacation with it on one, and maybe vacation's different than like visiting people. If you're gonna go to like Paris, throw all these away. Like, and I think I actually have a point about that later. I think that's
Okay.
point number 4, actually.
Okay.
So belt, just monitor that belt notch. Um,
I'll tell you what, there have
it'll
been trips to Wisconsin I've taken where I wish I had had Kelly Preston's belt from Space Camp.
totally.
That's how much weight I gained.
Kelly Preston, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Um, we talked about that in the last bonus disc episode, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, but the belt is another truth teller. So 1 and 2 are kind of the same. Okay, number 3. Now this one has really helped me, dude.
Okay.
And we've been going home for 18 years, 17 years, whatever it is, 17 years.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
is just weigh yourself right when you get there and then check in periodically.
Okay.
So I always get there and then like every couple of days I'm like, how's the t-shirt? Yep. That kind of tell you. How's the belt buckle? Oh boy. And then the regular one is the weigh in. You're like, oh dang.
So these first three, and I mean, I'm curious about where this is going to go. These
Okay.
first three are about how to manage your weight while you're not at home, and so
Exactly.
so I'm curious when we turn a corner here in these top 10, which is one reason why I want this to be a series, because this is something I've always loved about your top 10s. I think you're gonna stay with one theme, and then something comes in.
I know you're right. Like the first 3 are the same thing.
So the first three are how to not gain a massive amount of weight.
Okay, you're right.
And
Okay,
I
so
like this one because we've been talking back and forth on Lose 20 about how often to weigh yourself. I don't think we've landed on
Right.
what's best, what we found to be the best way yet for us.
right. Okay, so with the hypocrite warning in place, because this last one wasn't so great, these
Mhm.
actually have worked for me in the past.
Okay, got it.
So it's almost like I should have read this list and then done them. It was like I was living through them. You know what I mean? Like you're living through them and you're like, oh yeah, this really helped me. Maybe these will
Mhm.
help some people.
Well, yeah, and
Okay.
and like you said, you've been taking trips probably twice a year on average.
Yep.
Back to Wisconsin
Yep.
or away from home, and so you have you have almost two decades of experience, and what you have found is watch that
Yep.
belt loop.
Watch the belt loop. Seriously.
Yep.
Actually, that is helpful. And the weigh-in
Yeah.
is helpful. Because
Right.
I guess what it is like you're taking data points, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, where am I at?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that.
Next one for travel. Okay, so now
Mm-hmm.
we are gonna take a turn actually.
Okay, great.
So gather those data points. One. The first three are how to gather data points. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Number 4 is set expectations. So,
Okay.
what are your expectations for your trip?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
now, there have been times where you're going back and you're like, my expectation is to just have fun, and not worry about
Relax.
it.
Yeah. Yep.
And so, like, if your expectation is have fun and don't
Mm-hmm.
worry about it,
Yeah.
then 1 through 3 actually won't really help you at all. Actually, maybe they'll make you feel terrible.
Okay.
So,
So here's another thing I'm waiting on from this top 10. Which ones will contradict one another?
I, uh,
No,
okay.
this is why I want, honestly, Anthony, this is why I want this to be a series because I have so much fun with these.
It's because like I'm thinking about one thing one day, and then the next day I'm like, oh, this is a good point, but then they contradict. You're totally right. But okay.
But this isn't contradictory yet, right? Because if
Oh
you
yeah.
like if you're going to go home for a couple days and your expectations are I'm going to just visit family, I don't want to go off the rails necessarily, and so I'm going to be super careful. That's a different thing than 2 weeks of I know we're going to eat a lot of amazing food. We're going to chill.
Yep.
We're going to swim in the
Yep.
pool. We're going to hang
Yep.
out. I don't want to be worrying all the time about the number on the scale.
Right. And actually, that's where it was on IG Live for sure, where we were like, I don't want to do water weekdays. Because I was like,
that was the pushback there. Yep.
it was like, we're in Wisconsin. I'm not going to drink New Glarus beer. I'm not going to not drink, or like have, whatever fun things we have back there.
Right.
And so I was
I
like, I
think
didn't
your
want to.
exact words were, "Okay, we can do that, but I'm not gonna."
Yeah.
You were okay with us doing water weekdays in July, but you made it
Right.
clear to me I'm not going to do that. And I was like, well, then we should probably do something else.
Right. So we did the 2 to 3 miles, and that's been awesome, even though I haven't
Yeah.
been on the Run Keeper as much, but that was great. So that's
Hmm.
something to add. That's actually point number 7 we're going to get
Oh,
to.
okay.
So number 4, set expectations, though.
Hmm.
What is the trip about? And
Right.
so, actually, truthfully, the trip, gosh, okay. So, like, when Aaron and I were going into it, I was like, there are just some times where, like, I was like, when are we going to get to do this? When are we going to get to do that? What
Uh
am
huh.
I going to get to do? And Aaron was like, Anthony, okay, everything you've been saying lately is about you. He's like, when we go back home, it's to love on and serve our family. And I
Yeah.
was like, what? Like, you're
Hmm.
right. Like that's
Yeah.
classic Aaron. Like, just calls me out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're so right, even though I didn't want to hear it. So like
Well, yeah.
heading back, the expectation was we are heading back to spend time with family and to
Right.
like, so like
To
that
love them, to support them. Yeah.
totally love, serve,
Hmm.
um, you know, celebrate
Yeah.
birthdays that we haven't gotten to celebrate in a year,
Hmm.
all that kind of stuff. And so health kind of went out the window a little bit. Um,
Well, I know your dad is he is he loves making food, right?
definitely. Yeah.
And so also coming into a week, this is a question I have for you. Coming into those 2 weeks and you're deciding like, I just want to love my dad. I want to serve my dad.
Right.
Would you constantly saying, no, I don't want to eat that, or no, I'm not like,
Right.
would that actually go against that expectation or goal for going home? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Frozen. Frozen. Let's see. He might have to come back. Time to pull out the phone, folks. He gone. Maybe he'll come back. We'll see. Oh, there he is. There he is.
You there, dude? Great.
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet.
Start at 29:05.
Okay.
Did you hear me sing the da that thing?
Nope.
Okay, I'll start there.
29:05 on the dot.
Okay, hold on. Let me punch in there. This is what you get all for all that. Okay,
All
here
that
we go.
extra money. Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Delete these. Hold on one second. All right. Yep. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, click. Let's just clap again. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. I can see your dad cooking a spaghetti right now.
Right. And like you can't be like, no, I'm not gonna eat. Totally. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a really good point. So that's part of the love
Yeah.
hangout, like family stuff. Family's already always gathered around food anyways. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Exactly. Yep.
that's something you and I have actually talked about for a long time too, is like trying to figure out ways to celebrate without food.
Yeah.
But it's literally, how many times have we said it? Everything
Mhm.
has an excuse to eat. Everything is an excuse to eat.
Yeah.
Boredom, sadness, happiness, excitement, exuberance, anger, like rage.
But I actually think when you're at home with family, that's a pretty good excuse to eat, right?
Right. So
Like,
yeah. So that falls under set expectations.
yeah.
Number 5 is, okay, this is totally from Erin, and she crushes this, dude.
Okay.
I don't do so well. But number 5 is make a plan.
You're not good at that? Little joke.
I'm.
Little joke.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay. So like,
sorry. It's a bad joke.
oh, that's all good. Yeah, Erin. Okay, this is an Erin tip.
Yeah.
She makes this commitment, and this falls under set expectations. Like if we were going on a stinking trip to Paris, this would be out the window.
Okay. Shoot, did you freeze? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, you froze again for a sec. No. What's going on? What's going on,
Hello?
nation? Oh yeah, okay, you're back.
Okay,
Are you back?
Just keep rolling. You
okay.
there?
Yep.
Just keep rolling.
I'm just writing down where that was. Okay.
Okay, yeah. 3120 or so. Sorry. My internet's on and working. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the plans, I'll just edit here, no problem.
Okay.
One of the plans one of the commitments she's made is she has 1 sweet per day.
Wow.
So that's like a vacation thing. Now, like we don't do that here.
Okay.
So much, but there is so much amazingly baked like goods, pastries, donuts, blueberry buckle. Remember I showed you the blueberry buckle?
Yum.
Oh man.
Sounds amazing.
So like sweet treats, she limits to 1 a day. Now sweet treats, that's not what I crave.
Right.
I crave cheese and carbs, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Dang. I mean, like, take it or leave it on the sweets. No, I'll eat them and I love them.
Don't get me wrong, I'll eat the sweets.
Right. But it's like when me and Chad got together and we
Yeah.
went socially distanced to a tap house in Verona. I
Right.
think it's called Hop House. We ordered an extra large pizza just for me and him. And we both ate half of it and drank
Wow.
beer. And it was
Yeah.
like one of the best. I wish you had been there, dude, because it was just like,
Yeah.
I texted him. I was like, hey, dude, can you bring Crystal? Or, sorry, Frank's.
Hmm.
Crystal's the hot sauce down here, not a person.
Just in case they don't have Frank's, can you bring Frank's? Yeah.
Right. But he was already in the car and he didn't.
Yep.
But I grabbed some hot sauce from the pizza place. It was very good. It was AJ's
Sweet.
Pizza in Verona.
So that's the kind of thing that you're like, well, I mean, what kind of plan would you make around that? Like, don't eat half of an extra large pizza at
Right. Well,
10,
that
10
plan is
PM?
like
I don't know.
we're hanging with Chad.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, the plan on that one is I didn't eat the entire day. So, actually, truth be told, like that day I didn't eat lunch or dinner
Yeah.
knowing that we were going to go both eat half a pizza. So
Right.
actually, I was probably I was still way over on Weight Watchers that day.
Yeah. Yep.
But and then the other one for make a plan for Erin is she takes one serving and she doesn't take seconds.
Okay.
That's like her rule.
Yeah.
and-
So she has like a vacation rule of life.
Yes, she does. It's that trellis.
Yep.
And I watch her do it and I'm like, I don't know how she does it because I'm like,
Wow.
I want more ribs.
Yeah.
Like, give me 4 more. Like when we grilled ribs at Aaron's parents' house, at
Uh-huh.
the end, Aaron's dad was like, how many bones you got there? He does not sound like that. I was
I
doing
imagine he
Wisconsin guy.
does.
I was just doing Wisconsin guy again. But he's like,
Yep.
how many bones? And I think I had like 9.
Uh-huh.
I think he had 6. I think Aaron
Okay.
had like 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
No, on the McRib,
Sounds good,
no
though.
bones left.
Yeah. No, you don't have to worry about it on a McRib. No bones at all.
Just get the 3 for $5 or 2 for. Okay, let's push through these next ones.
Okay.
Number 6, be flexible. So when you're on vacation, if you
Yep.
make that plan, if you make any
Mhm.
plans, doesn't just go for that kind of plan, but like any plan,
Yeah.
be willing to be flexible because, dude, you make a plan and you throw it out the window.
Right.
Like, and that's more along the lines of like meeting with people, like
Mhm.
how the day is going to go. This isn't really food, but this is like, yeah, this is just like in order that you are not disappointed,
Yeah.
be willing to be flexible.
Yep. That's great.
Okay, number 7, move. And
Move.
This is the one that actually worked for me really well and
Great.
has worked for years is get out and move. And
Yeah.
that goes along with number 8, which is be willing to run any errand anybody wants.
Willing and eager.
Right. So like if you're on a vacation or on a trip visiting family,
Yeah.
one of the things that actually can cause like depression is just stagnation,
Uh-huh.
like just sitting there,
Yeah.
like just hanging out, whatever. But sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you just need to physically get out. And
Yeah.
like there's nothing like you don't even need to feel bad about it. And I think it's good for everybody. So
Yep.
like move, do that. Indy was perfect for this.
Right.
I was outside at least an hour a day walking with
Mhm.
Indy
Yeah.
or stuff like that.
Which is good
and
because
then-
of the July challenge, right? I mean, you're
Totally.
killing the 2 miles a day because you're out there with Indy or running errands,
Yep.
getting out there. Yep.
Yep. So running errands though is another one of those times if you just need a little alone time, put a
Yeah.
podcast, put your favorite song, get
Yep.
in the car, and like that can help that cabin fever, which can lead to depression and or rage. I'm sure people can relate to that, especially in quarantine. Like,
I also like to go to different grocery stores than I'm used to.
oh yeah,
I actually like going to and I don't know what that is. I really like. I'm a big grocery store fan.
Mm,
I love a
totally
grocery store.
me too, dude.
And so seeing different grocery stores, where do they put this? And this sounds so dumb, but like,
Yep.
which side is the deli on? Which is right? Which side is the
Right.
produce? Isn't that interesting?
But it's always the perimeter, right?
Yep.
the perimeter rule in a grocery store almost never changes.
Yeah.
Like the outside of the grocery store, it's probably because where you can plug stuff in,
Well, I
like
was
where
just
you can
wondering, like,
refrigerate.
have you ever been in a grocery store where the produce is in the center? Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, it's not on the
Yep.
right or left wall, but it's in
Yep.
the center. Um, there must be a
No.
reason for that.
Yep. It's just box stuff.
You're right. They
Just
don't have to
cold
plug
stuff
stuff
and
in.
desserts. Right.
Yeah. Not enough
Um.
outlets. That's the only reason.
Right. By the way, Miller's, man, dude, they're donuts, handmade donuts. I
Mm,
would put those against any, any
really?
bakery, like any artisan,
Yeah.
like hipster donut
Hmm.
shop. Miller's and Sons,
Yep.
dude. The caramel
Not sponsored.
nut.
Not sponsors of the Gomers, but well,
Not
Miller and
none.
Sons
None of
here in
these.
Verona.
None of these are sponsors. These are just extra tips. So I'm saying, wear that medium T-shirt or whatever is your favorite, and
Hmm.
then go and get the caramel nut muffin at Miller's because it's insane.
And if you do that too many
Um.
times, that destroys the first tip. You
Yep.
will no longer fit in that medium T-shirt.
Okay. Tip number 9 actually sounds really snarky, and I must have written this when I was like in one of those mad states.
Okay, let's hear
It
it.
just says, "Be willing to lay." Oh, wait, sorry. Be willing to friggin' lay yourself down.
Wait a minute. I thought you were supposed to move. Just kidding. I think I know what you mean.
Just like any expectations you had whatsoever.
Yeah.
Man, people must think I'm just so depressed. I'm just telling you, like, sometimes, like, it was so heavy.
Yeah.
It's like, we talked about this on the Just Mercy episode and on the one with Chad. Like,
Hmm.
Lord, see if there is any offensive way in me
Yeah.
before, if we're having talks about life, or if you're
Hmm.
with friends that maybe you disagree with politically or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, be introspective, look inside yourself, be willing to be like humble, slow to
Yep.
speak, quick to listen,
Slow to anger.
slow to speak, slow to anger,
Yeah.
lay it down, because honestly, that's going to make trips home and vacations so much more enjoyable.
You do not want to come in guns blazing, right? I
Don't come
mean,
in guns blazing.
and sometimes it's be be willing to be misunderstood, even be willing
Sure.
to be misinterpreted. Um,
Hmm.
just be like, I want peace, I want love here in this place,
Hmm.
and that can be rough. Like you're saying with friends or family, uh, that's hard to do.
Yeah,
There
it's
there
like
have been
some
times when I've been at Jessica's house and I've been like, I nobody nobody understands what I'm saying right now. And I am being misinterpreted and I'm just sweating. And I just have to be like, okay, all right, that's fine. Lay myself down at this point.
just
These
lay
6 women do not understand what I'm saying.
yeah. Just like be better, or be it's better to be at peace than to be right sometimes,
100%.
is kind of the
You're so
idea.
right.
Like,
Yep.
because it's like, okay, great, I just made my point, I just sounded super right, and then it's like, now it's like, boo, like,
Now
just
everyone hates me. What,
right.
how am I winning here at all? I just
Right.
lost.
You won. Yeah, you won the battle, but you lost the war, or something like
Yeah,
that.
for sure. Yep.
um okay, are you ready for number 10, dude?
Number 10. Number 10.
Okay, here, let me read 1 through 9. Medium T-shirt. Wear that
Belt.
belt. Try not to change the loop. Regular weigh-ins, take them. Okay. Okay. Set your expectations for your
Uh-huh.
vacation and/or trip home. Make a plan, but be flexible.
Yep.
Get out and move. Be willing to run errands. Be willing to friggin' lay yourself down. It's better to be at peace than to be right.
Mm-hmm.
And number 10 is get up early.
Oh, right.
So, okay, we were home for maybe about 2 weeks, a little under.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And 3 days I got up at 6
Yeah.
and had a quiet time
Mm-hmm.
and went for a walk,
Mm-hmm.
and those were far and away the best days of vacation slash visit.
Yeah.
I have a hard time calling it vacation because it's really not a vacation.
Well, I feel like these
Ooh.
could work. Honestly, these could work for a business trip. These
Sure.
could work for it's just whenever you're out of your comfort zone, basically, which is your home, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Everything health wise, weight wise, has the danger of going out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Um, commitment wise, mental health wise, right? Like there's all
Yeah.
those things. And
Yeah.
so the thing that I love about this one, maybe all of them, but this one in particular, is how often we forget to do it in our
Mm,
regular lives and how much we love it when we do.
totally. It's one of those things that you know the right thing to do, and you
Yeah.
usually don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just need to go spend 10 minutes by
Mm-hmm.
myself in the silence.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or go for a walk or get up early.
Yeah.
Um, and these are things that you actually can do on vacation or on a trip. You know, like
Right.
they're it's like there's no reason you can't. Like, I don't understand why I've had the least amount of like quiet time on Christmas. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
That's like Jesus's birth we're celebrating now. It didn't actually happen on December 25th theologically,
Right.
but you know what I mean? Like, why don't we spend any time in worship on
It's
Christmas usually?
because we've been taken out of any semblance uh of organization, right?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
remember this about like um when you'd go, I think I've said this on the podcast before, like when you go home for the summer.
Yeah.
um and I remember when I was in college, my small group leader being like, you got to be careful about
Mm,
temptation when over the summer, especially because um
right.
it's really strong. I'm like, whatever. But then I was like, what? It's because the normality or the schedule of my life was just completely changed within like a day, and I had
Right.
nothing to hold on to. I feel like maybe these are good tips for um the past 4 months too in pandemic. Like, well, I haven't been physically
Actually, yeah.
removed from my comfort zone. I'm still at home, but I have uh had a much harder time with regular quiet times,
Yep.
regular regular times where I'm silent and in solitude,
Yep.
regular weight loss, right? um,
Yep.
I think I'm this laying myself down thing has become more difficult,
Mm.
uh, and I can't go on as many errands.
Well, but I'm telling you, I think people need to go do this. Like the other day for
Yeah.
the errands thing, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron was like going to go get some groceries. And I was like, Aaron, just like, I don't care if you don't come back for like 4 or 5
Mm-hmm.
hours. You know what I mean? Like, not because I didn't want her to see her, but I was like, just go be alone. Cause like, we have kids that are just always on her.
Wow,
You know what I
you're
mean?
you're a
Like,
you're a better man than me, bro. Because whenever I hear she's going to the grocery, I'm like, I'll go.
well, you're right. That's usually the case. But I was like, I had like an epiphany. I was like, I don't think Erin has been alone, and
Yeah.
she like honestly doesn't. Now, I think she would say this if she was here.
Mm-hmm.
She does not need it as much. Well, that's what she would say. She would say, I don't need it
It's
as much
not a
as Anthony
felt
does.
need as much to her, do you think, as it
Yes.
is to you? Okay, even though she
Right.
may need it as much as
Yeah.
you,
Okay.
it's not a
You're
felt
right.
need for her. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a felt need, but she needs it. You're totally
Yeah.
right. Like,
Yep.
and that's you could say that to her, and then she would
Mm-hmm.
probably be like, "Yep." Like I,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a need she has that she actually doesn't, yeah, think she needs or doesn't like seek out. And so like
Or
I guess I could just
yeah.
like see it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, just like I was like, go listen to Annie F. Downs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like go listen to your Enneagram thing and or
Yeah.
just go be silent and go walk around Publix or
Mm-hmm.
Target or go to the park.
Yeah.
Um yes, people probably need the permission to do that.
Yeah.
That's where the walk and the
Mm-hmm.
run comes in so good, right?
And when you're getting up early, I mean,
Yep.
it actually
Yes.
is. You are physically having more space and more
Yep.
time in your day.
Yep.
Um, but I think I was talking about this when I think we were talking about our watches, right? Like, I love having that goal like having goals met
Oh, yeah, you do.
before like 10 p.m. Right? I like
Oh,
having those
10 a.m.
goals
10
met.
a.m.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying I like having them. I don't like getting to 10 p.m. and being like,
Oh,
no goals accomplished. But if I
sure.
can get those made done by 10 a.m.,
Mm,
it's the best day. Nothing's
yep.
better.
Man, when you've eaten a couple of frogs before
Mm-hmm.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
and yeah, I ate like 8 frogs yesterday and I feel so alive. If there's something that makes a 4 feel alive, dude,
Uh-huh.
it's eating a frog. If
Yeah.
people don't know this is like levels deep of
Right.
like the
What
Enneagram
kind of sentence
and
was
then
that you just said? If you're for eating a frog is the best thing.
here's what lights up a 4, eat a frog.
Yeah.
That would be like
Very strange.
me in a sentence. Because we have a hard time making
What
them
you're
and
saying
eating
is
them.
your particular personality.
Hmm.
Nothing feels better than having done something difficult and
Yeah.
having it done and out of the way.
Yeah. And that right there is actually what like there we'll probably talk about this another time, but like where this has been one of the more difficult things about this whole time is like
Mm-hmm.
for me the release of like playing a concert
Yeah.
just sets off endorphins, makes me feel like I accomplished something, makes me feel like I did something. And
Yep.
so not having that like daily or few times a week kind of like release of like creative
Yeah.
energy has
Yep.
caused a lot of depression for me, which actually,
Yeah.
dude, I gotta say thank you to you and to the
Mm.
Gomertrons, because honestly, the podcast has been really fun and kind of fulfilling some of those like fun, creative outlet sort of
Yeah. Well, yeah,
needs too.
there's the
So
creative and I can't think of the word, but like you have something to do. What is the word?
I don't
Productive.
know, productive, yeah,
Yeah.
accomplishing things.
Yep. Yeah. For me, the podcast these past several months has been just a super fun outlet
Mm,
where
totally,
so much around me has been difficult to figure out. This feels like
yeah,
something like such a cool project to figure out.
yeah, totally.
And quite
Um,
often I do it before 10 a.m. because I'm getting up early.
totally, and it's been a great rhythm, and it's
Yeah.
also helped. It really has helped the health a lot,
Right.
mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, dude, maybe
Sweet.
you can put that as number 11. Have a podcast with your friend, or maybe just talk to your friend. You don't need to record it.
Right.
Just talk to a friend.
Just talk to a friend. You're right.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, if you can monetize it somehow, that works too. Thank you,
Right.
Gomertrons.
Thank you.
All right, dude. That was great. I love this. I can't wait to do more Tony's top tenses.
Sweet. Just wait for the
Just so people
bassoon one.
know. Oh yeah, top 10 bassoon tips. People will be thrilled. Just so people know, this is coming out, I think, on let's see, the 28th, on August 1st, or I mean, I'm guessing we've been doing these live Instagram feeds on the first of each month.
Yep.
This month we are going to do the drawing for
Oh, right.
the Jumpstart gifts.
Yep.
So people could win one of 3 framed, stamped Gomer One sheets. I'll tell you right now,
Yes.
your odds are friggin' good.
I know.
If you want to get in on this, go to our website
Do we have 3?
twogomers.com and click give a Jumpstart donation. And if you give $12 or more, you're in that drawing. You should do that right now. Don't wait. Do that right now. Give a Jumpstart donation so that you can get in the drawing. The odds are good for winning either, what is it, Jurassic Park, Back to the Future, or Home Alone framed Gomer One sheets, stamped and signed by both of us. A very cool prize. You can hang it up next to other important things on your wall. I'm sure people will look at it like, what in the world is that scribblings of a madman thing you have framed hanging on your wall? You
It's
should head
cool
there right
though.
now, give a Jumpstart gift, and make sure Instagram and Facebook, we'll announce it on both of those places when we're doing it, but it's usually around the first of the month.
Cool. Thanks for letting me share all those, dude.
I love
Super
it.
fun.
So fun. Yep.
Yep.
All right, dude. Great app.
Yep, super fun, man.
And happy giving to that Jumpstart gift.
Woo!
Sweet.
All right. Stop that. 1, 2, 3. Stop. Save. It's saved. Sweet.
Save. It's saved.
I'm at 52:36. What are you at?
52:36.
Well, I mean, we shouldn't be excited about that. It's like, duh. But
It's nice to see it though, you know, like
yep,
we never could actually see that before.
yeah. This is good, and I love the can.
Where did I just save that? Hold on, let me find out where I just saved that. Oh, let me shut off the recording of the
All right.
Zoom call. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Stop. Okay, great.